are they hiding? I should investigate.
Sveiki, visi, čia GeimerMenas ir šiandien žaidžiame dar vieną
It's locked, all right.
Vampyr epizodą. Praeitą kartą mes gavom medicinos, pašnekėjom daug ir jau radau kaip praskipinti tos pokalbis nereikalingus.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Čia
It's a
Dailiškai.
pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay. O, trade. Okay, gal jis pardavinės ten.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Okay.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Okay.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Okay. Nieko daugiau nežinom apie jį.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Nice.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Nice.
How
Kažką
did you
trakinu.
get this job? After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Okay.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Oh, shit.
You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Galbūt net per daug.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Okay, dar biški irgi čia pašnekės. Okay, personal question atrakinu liktai.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Okay.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Nice. Okej, to kanske på den.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Där var god historia. Man reikia dviejų, bet paėmiau 4, okei. Galėjau kokį ženkliuką uždėti prie jo ar kažką. Lengviau būtų buvę rasti. Pendėm. What the hell? Okei. Bėgam čia iš savo kabinetų. Kad ir kur iš čia nebūtų. There we go. Dabar turėtų leist padaryti tos vaistus. There we go. I have it. I finally have it. Run, boss. Please do the running. Kam čia paduoti jos? Sense? Wait, what? Unknown. Ai, čia XP rašo, ne gyvybės. Okay. There you go.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls.
Excuse me.
When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Okay, diseases. Diseases, the blood quality of students use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. Ai jo, mačiau šitą lygtai.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
Jo, šitą.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me.
Okay,
Goodbye, Dr. Strange.
nice.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Personal question.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Yeah, nice.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Okei. Tai viskas ką žinau.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Okei.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. And a good one, too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
No nice. Nieko netrakina. Ne.
Goodbye for now.
Okei. O, kas čia? Glass vial. Carry blood temptation. Massive boost. Choose wisely. Man batinai jas reikia gaunyti, ar kaip čia išeina. Okei, į antrą aukštą varom. Su to pašnekėti. Kažkas čia mus čia atvedė. Čia jo kambaris. Okei.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One
Yeah,
might say
okay.
a gift from heaven.
Okay. This is no gift. I'm living a paradox.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what we need. That's not my calling.
And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Okay.
Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. We can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Dar kažką čia man
You
kažką.
need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Ten.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
No super.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Okay.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear
Sorry.
and still know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Okay.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire,
Det är
others
ett spam. Okay.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skald?
A Skald is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
How do Skalds come into existence?
The name means slave.
No.
The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Okay.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
But to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, The forgotten.
Okei, turbūt viskas.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Tai. Dar buvo čia pašnekėti su kuo. Tikrai kokias 10-15 minučių čia šnekėjau. Okay. But that's the game, I guess. That is how it's made. Reik šnekėt, kad kažką naujo sužinotum, kad kažką su to naujo galėtum daryti, kad kažką kažkaip kažkur galėtum toliau daryti. Čia, nice.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Okay. I feel played.
It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
Einam
These
visai kitapus.
poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly
Kanske
appointed
som
surgeon
musikal
of this
på
hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Why
If we're
not
dealing
solve
with
this
an
yourself?
ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence, has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Nice. Okej. Šnekam, toliau šnekam. Čia už sieną. Okej. Hello.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm
Shut
down.
up. Damn it.
I
Vi kan
assure
ta
you
paus.
that I'm highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
Okay. Are you the blackmailer?
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
Not about
I
nice.
assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Next round. Okay.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Okay. Čia du taškai yra. Wait, what? Excuse me. Čia į what? Tas tai į apačią. O čia rusis yra, aš net nežinau, kad čia rusis yra kažką. Kaip čia suprast? O, mapas. Bet tai nerūna. Bet aš šitą gal galiu rasti. Jo, palauk, čia šitą.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Okay. Yeah.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Okay. Ja. Okej. Det var
Can
kvar.
you tell me about...
Let me get.
Nej, det är ju... Det är ju...
Goodbye, Nurse
Jag paklausau turbūt. Okej. Så šitą reikia dar pašnekėti liktai.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess.
Vet,
You
aš
spoke with that.
su šitą užšnekėjau.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm fine, really.
Ai, jau gerai.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Tai kaip ten atsirado, tai gerai. Dorothy Crane. Find. Okay. Bet čia nieko nėra. Šitam aukšte nieko nėra, ar kaip čia? What the hell? Interesting. Okay, su šitą reikia pašnekėti.
Good evening, Nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Okay.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Okay, there is it.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Okay. Clara.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Yeah.
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Nice. Okay.
Goodbye.
Investigation.
Call me if you need assistance.
Okay. Ir ta čia turbūt bus kažkur apačioj prie vandens. Pamiršau, kad čia dar galim nusileisti. Va. Eavesdrop. Activate your sense. There. The heart will glow. Special interaction, look for dark green. What the hell?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir.
Oh.
Newton Blight.
Oh.
I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survive the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
And
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
okay. And
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. Get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Okay. Tai kur man čia reikia klausytis kažko? No. No, what? The hell was that?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Man jį sektų. Goddammit, šitas epizodas vien tik šnekam. What the hell? Na, blem, loading screens. Rimtai. Okay. Kažkur mes einam. Jau čia ginklą leidžia išsitraukti, aišku. What the hell? Oh, damn.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
No, nice. There we go. Give me that blood, boss. Nice. What bullets? Shotgun shells. Man reikia gal pistoletą pamėginti. Lem. Aš gali kitą užsidėti. Wait, neveikia mygtukas. What? Aš negaliu. Okay. Neleidžia kažkaip ginklą pakeisti. Okay. Aš čia pats sulipt negaliu. There we go. You is dead. What is that? College. Common warmed. Okay. Don't wanna die, eh? Palauk, kas čia viršai? Lemba. Bijau eit kažkur. Po to vėl išeisiu, net čia malauk. Kas čia? And fuck. Galvau pamatė. And you're dead. There we go. Damn, čia galim eksplorint dar nemažai. Give me mouse. Aha. Man dar šiame reik varyt. Bet čia pilna beveik ją galim eksplorint. Nenoriu per daug prisieksplorinti. Po to neberasi kur eit. Ar kažką. Okay. Beast. Oh my god, what the f...
What sort of creature is this?
Reloading. Wel kolik taip išėjai. Holy shit. Ow. Okay, heal. Damn it. Pasiėmė kol kas, fuck. Okay. Offhand, attack speed, stamina. Stun 10. Pal šitą nenaudau. What? Gal reikia pamėginti šitą. Oh shit. Au. Spēju. Ouch. Parry. Can parry. Okay, nice. Ow. Really, I missed. What? I did the parrying. Nu, dabar turėtų baigti. Ow. Give me blood. Blood. More blood, please. Give me blood. You're so low, come on. Ow, ow, ow. There we go, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Who the hell are you? Mes net nesidomu, kas čia per padaras rimtai. Okay then.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Okay. There's the screens. Ouch.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Holy shit. Oh shit. Så šito daug lengviau. Holy shit. Nebereik dar liautis man niek. Loot. Loot is important, yes. Dar čia prilenda, ar kaip čia išeina? It says didn't to save. May not arrive next night. Go check on him. O čia? O. O, yra abiem karto, nice. Galėtų tai greičiau biški nusirpti. Nes biški užtrunka. Okay, calm down.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please,
I
I need to get out.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Okay. Nieko daugiau sakyti ne. Citizen rescue citizen, he will return to his district the following night. Okay. Tai kai pramiegos. Ar kažkas panašaus. Okay, full health, very nice. General. Oh, shillings. Yellow kind of. Nice. Okay. Oh, čia aš priešas. Stamina atsistato, tai. That's very nice. Nieko neišmetė, okay. O kaip jis čia atsirado, what the hell? Čia turėtų būti save zone šiaip, bet jau čia eina jie. No, nice. Prenumeruoti hospital. Wait, what? Ai, ten kitas questas jau, okei. Man reikėtų išleisti pointus ir, man atrodo, baigs epizodą, nes jau persišnekėjom ir taip, man atrodo, valanda bus kažkiek. Do not go in public. Just like corona. Pretty much. O, kur mano tas kabinet? Čia liktai. Jo, nice. Čia saudėjimą buvo. Super. Okay. Spare. Aš vis dar nežinau kaip šitą. Ai, šitas. Žinokit, nuolat ką šiandien sužinau. Tactical. Ultimate. Spring. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. What is this? You will block your target's blood. Ai, šitą žinau. Body, blood, bite, science. You can now carry 3 serums on you. Increase the number of bullets you can carry. Okay. Faster gen, increase life regeneration when using bite in combat. Increase damage inflicted when using bite in combat. Okay. O tai su stamina kažkas. Yra čia kažkas su stamina? I don't understand. I was stamina, iš kitoj pusė. I need stamina, man. Stamina is something I really need. Paimsiu dar vieną. Okay. Now I have stamina. Blood spare, 190 blood. Blood capacity. Increase blood absorption. Yeah, šitas irgi gera. The more blood, the better. Okay. Very nice. Here, confirm. Šiek tiek pasiupgraidinam, ar kaip čia sakyt. Man dar gal ginklas kažkaip paina. Patobulinti kažkokią mano. Weapon. Upgrade. Used barbed punch. Oh. Increased damage dealt by 10%. Okay, I'll take. Šitą nein. That's better trofėjai da. Dabar 101 damage duoda. Man reikia aluminum powder. Okay. Negaliu čia išrecyclinti kažką. Analyze. Oh shit. Treatment. Rest the box of pills. Low resale value. This item can be recycled. I'll take. Čia turbūt tiem žmonėm gydyti reikalingi. Ok. Nieko dabar kol kas nedarys. Tai. Ja. Ačiū, kad žiūrėjot. Laikinkit, komentuokit, dalinkites, prenumeruokit. Tai ir laukti kitų Vampyr epizodų. Čia buvo GeimerMenas ir ata.